small break between the games to just relax, try and just chill out a little bit, and then refocus himself as we are going into the next game. And it is, no surprise, going to be NaviOOT's Rogue. The only deck he has left to win with is going to be the Zoo again from Tansoku.
NaviOOT actually immediately getting rid of Van Cleef. One of the ways that you can actually just run away with the game against Zoo, although typically that happens when you're going second because you can do crazy things like, you know, Coin, poison, backstab.
Yeah.
Things like Coin, yeah.
Yeah, crazy things like Coin. Coin is a crazy card in itself. Just an additional mana.
Well, Raven, I gotta say that this game looks a lot like games 1 and 2, where one player ran away from it, because looking at NaviOOT's hand is not looking too good.
No, there's not looking too good at all. Like, Leroy, just one of the worst cards in the whole deck to have in your opening hand. There's not much you can do with it a lot of the time. Outside of a Leroy into prep, Fan of Knives. But it's going to be the Evasive, and I like this from NaviOOT, to be honest. Just reduce the aggression down as early as possible. You won't have time to get the full effect of that Eviscerate if you don't reduce the minions down this early. Knife Juggler going to come down here from Tansoku and allow himself to continue to pound the pressure with the threat of the Direwolf Alpha and the Imp in the following turn.
Sorry to cut you off there. Just looking at NaviOOT's hand, and well, he picked up something for turn 4 at least, but you know, turn 3 Hero Power Pass, not the best.
Nope, definitely not. Would have really liked, at least, to be honest, just an SI. Just want to play a 3/3 on 3.
Something.
Yeah, just that'll do. But just have Tomb Pillager. It's going to give him the coin. And to be fair, if NaviOOT can actually just, you know, blow out the board from Tansoku with maybe a spell power into Fan of Knives to help reduce the board down, then that could help. Does get the backstab.
Yeah.
And takes down the Direwolf, which is kind of huge, actually, because suddenly to kill this Tomb Pillager, he has to run everything in that's on the board.
Yeah, I don't think Tansoku is running everything in, especially when
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying if he wants to kill the Pillager.
Well, technically, he could get a nice knife and throw the Knife Juggler in. There is that possibility. But I think he's just going to go ahead and cycle. The best case scenario here for Tansoku is he cycles away his 1-drop that he gets off of this Dark Peddler. And going to go ahead and choose the best one regardless.
Abusive, even with its measly 1 attack. Now, doesn't look too bad. It's still going to be utilized in zoo lists across the world, the Abusive Sergeant. So to at least some extent, survived the nerfs to its attack, and I don't think it's a bad shout.
Yeah, I think he might choose it, but then not play it this turn. I think he might still go for the Darkshire Librarian, and you know, even if he throws away his defender, it's not too big of a deal. So now he has the Abusive Sergeant to go.
Do you think where the knife went would have decided whether you use the Abusive though? Because if the knife goes onto the Tomb Pillager, then you can guarantee a kill with your Voidwalker.
I think the face damage is so important because Rogue doesn't have any healing. And you know, the recent versions of Rogue have no healing, so every single damage is permanent.
Swashbuckler into Hellfire.
Let's see it. No,
I was close. Not at all.
Not yet. No. I was gonna say.
Hellfire and Draxus are kind of the same card, right?
Yeah, the thing is for NaviOOT there, since he didn't pick up like a prep or anything like that, it was very risky just playing the Drake out and just kind of dying on board. So he went for the Hail Mary, did not pick it up. And we're close to lethal here for Tansoku.
Yep, he's just going to continue to do zoo things, pile more low-cost minions onto the board. Even gets the juggle on the Swashbuckler. That Swashbuckler is not having a good day.
Not at all.
First off, gives NaviOOT a 9-drop on turn 5, and now just gets absolutely destroyed by that knife from the juggler there. And now the Abusive is going to come into play, you know, to buff for 2 and also gain a juggle. So yeah, this is just so much damage. It's kind of incredible.
Yeah, the thing is, as long as Tansoku gets him to 4, then any Soulfire, any Doomguard just wins the game because there's no taunt. So I feel like that's his, you know, plan here. Even if there's something like a Drake prep fan, it's not going to even save NaviOOT in the long run. So that's what he's thinking about right now.
Yeah,
and that's not going to save him. So it looks like it's probably going to be concede. There it is, and we are going to go to a Game 7 between these two players.
Yeah, this is